Hello, wildlings. I'm your Creepsmith, and you found my Fear Forge. Lucky you. Welcome back, wildlings, and greetings for today's theoretically tasty tribulation of terror, Perfect Marmalade, by BlueLizardK. She puts a piece of toast on the plate. The bread is crispy, a slight char around the edges. It's good toast, sweet. The plate sits there on the plaid tablecloth, the jar of marmalade enticing. New marmalade, from a new vendor, man by the name of Mr. Marnie. She wonders whether it could be the perfect marmalade for her perfect piece of toast. She had bought it the day before from his stall at the farmer's market. She's ready to smear it out on her perfect piece. She unscrews the lid, grabs a tarnished butter knife, and sticks it into the glob. She pulls the knife out, globs of black, drippy goo clinging to the grooves on the tip. It smells horrible, like rotting meat and an open sewer. She wrinkles her nose and spreads it on the bread with a slight look of disgust. The slathered concoction moves on its own accord, seeping into the spaces between the crumbs. Bubbles appear in the black-hued oil, popping and releasing more of the foul odor into the air. The woman is disgusted. Mr. Marnie had done her wrong. She backs away from the growing mass, but rushes back and tries to scrape the fluid off. It sticks to the toast, and there's obviously no more need for butter. It's like rubber now, yet runny. And it smiles at her, a face in the gunk-covered bread laughing. She grabs the bottle of marmalade and throws it in the garbage can, but something begins rising out of the filth. She practically throws the plate in the sink with a shriek of disgust, but fingers composed of the dirty marmalade peek over the edges of the basin, followed by a head, which rears back and vomits out the dripping wet stew of what had been her bread. She wants to follow suit, but rushes to another room instead to compose herself. She sits on the chair with the crimson throw pillow and freezes as she sees an oil-composed, slimy, and vaguely humanoid mass drag itself across the wooden floor into view. She gasps and stumbles toward the other corner of the room where she has a good view of the kitchen and the short associated hallway. There are streaks of black marmalade across the walls and the hardwood floor, and the kitchen is covered in a withering, trembling blancmange, pouring in hordes from the trash can and the sink. She wonders what it is that Mr. Marnie gave her in that jar. But it certainly was not the perfect marmalade for her perfect piece of toast. Well, I guess horror is different to different people. Priorities, right? Stay scary, wildlings, and make the most of your nights.